Sai Ram. In the Bharatiya tradition, there is this concept of a family deity. Every family will have one particular form of god or goddess who serves as the presiding deity for that family. Now, when anybody asks me, who is my family deity? Well, that is Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. He became our family deity, replacing the existing one ever since my father came to Swami. Now, that is a very interesting and insightful incident and experience, which I will not go into now because it has already been covered at this link above. But it will suffice to say that in his young childhood days, my father got to know Swami in the 1960s. After that, it became an obsession to follow Swami wherever he went, especially when he was in Bangalore, Vrindavan. So my father would go tailing Swami on his bike. And my father narrated once how he had parked the bike in Vrindavan and he had gone for darshan. And during the darshan rounds, back in those days, the golden days when Vrindavan was filled with trees, Swami would just walk around devotees who would be seated everywhere and anywhere, and vehicles also would be parked. And Swami walked towards my father's bike and he leaned on the bike, putting his hand on it, and my father got so thrilled. He would narrate this incident in such detail and such vividness because he would be reliving that incident every time he narrated it. And somehow or the other, whenever he would narrate how Swami blessed his motorbike like that, Rajdoot motorbike, he would say the bike's number MEQ 2817. He would always make it a point to say that and then say, see, 2817 adds up to 9. 2 plus 8 plus 1 plus 7 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9, and he would say, see, 9, divine. Now this number 9 being divine is a common thing that you will see among all the Sai devotees. Whether it is a registration number or a house number or a ticket number, a devotee, a Sai devotee will feel very excited and happy if the digits add up to 9. Because they feel, this is Swami's blessing. Even in a flight ticket or a train ticket, if you get seat number 27, divine. 2 plus 7 is 9, Swami's number. Why is 9 considered as Swami's number, or more generally as divine? When I say Sai devotees, it is not restricted just to the devotees of Sathya Sai Baba. Because I am a lover of Sathya Sai Baba, I am speaking of these Sai devotees. But even the devotees of Shirdi Sai Baba, they too consider 9 very special. In fact, one of the last acts that Shirdi Baba performed before giving up his body was to give 9 coins to a lady named Lakshmi Bai. And this is interpreted as Baba conferring on her the 9 forms of devotion: Shravanam, listening; Kirtanam, singing; Smaranam, thinking; Padasevanam, worship of the feet; Vandanam, salutation; Archanam, offerings; Dasyam, servitude; Sneham, friendship; Atmanivedanam, complete offering of oneself. So the number 9 comes there. Interesting, right, that there are 9 forms of devotion. Why couldn't there have been 8 or maybe 10? Why that particular number 9? Navaratri, 9 nights, Navagrahas, the 9 planets. Somehow this number 9 is very deeply embedded in spirituality. Even when we chant the names of the Lord in the Ashtotram, there are 108 names. You add up 1 plus 0 plus 8, it comes to 9. You have the Laksharchana where you have the 1008 names. There also it comes up to 9. What is this link? What is this connection with 9? That is what we will discover. Going through history, his story, is one of my favorite pastimes. It's my work, it's my passion, it's my everything. And therefore, when I was going through the part 3 of Satyam Shivam Sundaram, the biography of our beloved Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I came across a very interesting narration there. So this is 1968 when Swami conducted the first world conference in Bombay at Dharmakshetra. At that point in time, Swami visited the hostels and the dormitories where all the delegates of the World Conference were staying. Not just that, he took the delegates around Dharmakshetra. That time Dharmakshetra was quite new, and therefore Swami went around showing all the pillars, the staircases, the steps, everything. And while he was explaining these things to the delegates, he made it a point to say that all the numbers, whether it's the pillars or the steps, they all added up to 9, 9, 9. And Swami said, see, divine number, that is the number of Brahman, Brahma Sankhya. That is what Swami said. So again, this was fascinating that Swami is calling this the divine number. Why is 9 the divine number? Swami has explained this to the students in an informal session on the 15th of June 1995. Coincidentally, that was the day when the President of India back then, Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma, had come to seek blessings from Swami along with his wife. Swami had granted the couple an interview, and after the interview, Swami just came out to speak to all the students, and that is when somehow this number 9 came. Why? Because Swami asked how many pillars are there here, and one of the students said 9. Swami said, you don't even count, and how are you simply saying it's 9? And the student said, yes, because it is a divine number. And then Swami explained why 9 is a divine number. But this explanation that Swami gave, he had done it in much greater detail on the 25th of November 1964 in a public discourse. In that discourse, Swami brings out this aspect of the number 9, wherein any number that you multiply 9 with, if you add up the digits, they will add up again back to 9. It is a constant, just like Brahman or God. And that's why Swami said 9 is the number of Brahman. 9 3s are 27, 2 plus 7, 9. 9 5s are 45, 4 plus 5, 9. 9 9s are 81, 8 plus 1, 9. Any number like this which you multiply with 9, you will get a number which the digits can be added up to get back 9. 9 is a constant. In that same discourse, as well as on this day when Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma, the President of India, had visited Swami, both the time Swami also made it a point to mention that just like 9 is the divine number, 8 is the number for Maya. Why? Swami said, Maya always takes away from you, it takes away your knowledge. And if you see the tables for 8, you multiply 8 with anything, Swami said it will keep reducing. For instance, 8 into 2 is 16, 6 plus 1 is 7, it has reduced from 8. 8 3s are 24, 2 plus 4 is 6, again reduced. 8 4s are 32, 3 plus 2 is 5, 8 5s are 40, 4 plus 0 is 4. So you see it consecutively reduces from 8 to 7 to 6 to 5 and keeps reducing. If you go to 8 8s are 64, 6 plus 4 is 10, 1 plus 0 is 1. And that is why 8 is the number for Maya. Now, as Swami said this, I was just wondering whether the Lord is more powerful or Maya is more powerful. Is 9 more powerful or 8 more powerful? Let's take a look. When we multiply 8 with 9, 8 9s are or 9 8s are, we get 72. We add up 7 plus 2, it is 9. The divine number, the number for Brahman. And therefore, mathematically it is proven that when Maya and God come together, it is always the Lord who wins. It is divinity that overpowers, because divinity is the most powerful force in this whole universe. When we go through the discourses delivered by Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba publicly, there is one number that occurs very frequently. More number of times than Swami mentions 9, Swami mentions this number. Which is this number? And that is the number 1.
ఒకటి
This is 1.
ఇది 9.
This is 9.
ఏ నంబర్ పెద్దదని ఏ పిల్లవాడిని అడిగినప్పటికీ 9 అనేటువంటి నంబర్ పెద్దది అంటాడు.
If you ask any boy which number is big number, he will say 9.
కాదు కాదు, ఒకటే పెద్ద నంబర్.
No, 1 is big number.
1 plus 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 9 అయిపోయింది.
Therefore 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 will make a total of 9.
1 లేకపోతే 9 ఎక్కడి నుంచి వచ్చింది?
Without 1, how do you get 9?
కాబట్టి ఈ 1 is hero. This world is zero.
1 is hero, this world is 0.
Every other number you get by adding 1 number of times with itself. Everything is derived from that 1. And here too, Swami gives us the profound message. Ultimately, everything is derived from that 1. We may call 9 as the number for Brahma. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Ganesha, Lord Jesus, Allah, Buddha, so many forms of God, so many deities, all of these exist in a dual world, a Dvaita world, a world where there is a devotee and the Lord. But Swami always tells us, I am divine, but if you inquire in depth, you will realize that you too are divine. I separated myself from myself to love myself. That is the story of creation. Ultimately, it's Advaita. There is only one. And that is why we see Swami keeps emphasizing on this number 1. Because that is the ultimate number that we have to reach. That is the ultimate goal that we have to attain. Swami says, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. Meaning, the truth is one. The wise people call it by different names, by many names. Ekam, Ekam means one. The truth, Sathya, is one. Sathya Sai is one. And therefore, as long as we live in this Dvaita world, the dual world, 9 is fine. But let us not stop at 9. Let us go to 1. The basis of the 9. That one whom we have all been fortunate to come to know of, to recognize and to worship. Dear Swami, may the love that we have for you in our hearts keep growing stronger every passing moment. And may we travel in our journey from 8, the Maya, to 9, the divine, ultimately to the one, you. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.